Good evening, everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez and I am a filmmaker and a film critic, and today's movie is a movie which was on TV recently, 2013's The Wolverine. You know what? I think Hugh Jackman says it better. Take it, Hugh.
The Wolverine.
Much better. Fun fact, this is the second time I am reviewing this movie. The first time happened when this film came out back in 2013. I had reviewed it with a good friend of mine, James Valdez. I hope you are doing fantastic, James. We actually did a skit on it, and it was a lot of fun to do. Oh, reminiscing. The Wolverine is a film directed by one of my favorite film directors like ever, James Mangold. He directed one of my favorite films of all time called 3:10 to Yuma. I think that is the best Western, not hotel, but the best Western movie that came out recently in the past decade. Yes, I think it is better than True Grit as well. The Wolverine stars the irreplaceable Hugh Jackman as the titular character of Wolverine. This guy, he can do it all, man. This guy sings, this guy dances, this guy can bulk up out of nowhere, this guy can slim down out of nowhere. You know what? I think Hugh Jackman is more of a badass than Wolverine. The film starts off with Logan in a massive depression. How do I know he's in a massive depression? Look at that fucking beard. Of course this guy's depressed. In the beginning of this film, a Japanese woman named Yukio reaches out to Logan. She tracks down Logan, not an easy feat, and she asks him to come to Japan with him, which Logan agrees to. The man wants to thank Logan for saving his life back in Nagasaki and offer him something in return. Obviously, Logan, who's been living with this immortality, tells the old man, "You're off your rocker," and he tells him, "Trust me, bub, you don't want what I got." And he denies Yashida's offer. His healing power does get taken away from him, however, as a mysterious woman named Viper poisons him and he doesn't heal for most of this movie. I friggin' love this film. This is what you do with a character that is so overpowered as Wolverine. You take away his powers to make an interesting story. It is good screenwriting practice, and you see this in every film, to put your hero at a disadvantage, to give something you're here to chase for. Wolverine has both in this film. He has mental disadvantages and physical disadvantages. His healing power has been taken away from him, and he's being hunted by Jean Grey and the Yakuza, respectively. And speaking of action, this film is meant to be seen on the big screen. Why do I say that? Remember the trailers and you saw that bullet train sequence and it looks so bad? It was because you are watching it on a small screen. When I saw this film on theaters, that bullet train sequence was the best friggin' scene in the whole movie. It gave me a rush of adrenaline watching it. This is a very dark movie. It has political undertones, it involves death, it involves hallucinations, and the Yakuza. It is very important that the film's lighting and cinematography fit such a dark story. This film has some really cool looking cinematography. You are not going to see any bright or saturated colors over here. You're going to see two very, very dark color palettes of blue and green. Now, you know how I said this is a very dark film? All of that kind of goes out the window in the third act. Now, this is a comic book film, and your third act, by law, needs a friggin' big-time action sequence. And it's kind of goofy when you watch it. It's a fight between Wolverine and the Silver Samurai. And there's nothing actually wrong with it. I personally like the fight scene. I like what they did with Silver Samurai. But in the thick of things, the first and second act of this film is so gritty and dark and at times morbid, it just doesn't fit with the film. It just doesn't fit with the story James Mangold is trying to tell. However, I am willing to overlook that. You need something big to end your film on. This is a great film. This is a great Wolverine film, and in turn making it a great comic book film as well. I am going to give this film a great score of 4.5 out of 5. Another thing I loved about this film was that the Japanese actors and actresses actually spoke in their friggin' language. We were forced to read subtitles. That was awesome. It's always really stupid and unrealistic when Japanese people are speaking perfect English, or for that matter, any other friggin' nationality. And people, I just want to say thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit that subscribe button and remember to love yourselves. Tell me what movies you would like me to review. I would love to watch them. Thank you very much. Have a good day.